Hey guys, hey, good evening. Come on in for our Friendship Journals on a Journey. How are you? I hope you've had a delightful weekend. I really do. I am watching for myself to pop up over here on my computer because I got to do my button pushing for the night, and I'm going to get that done, and I'm going to be right with you. How's it going? How's it going? Has it been fun today or what? I have really enjoyed today's event and watching everybody create. It was super fun. It was super fun to me. And I have watched everybody create today. In between medicines and icing and resting, I have done that. So let's get my turn going. I'm so excited to get to create for my sweet friend Christy with Funky Junk Inspiration. I love her journal and I'm so excited. I'm hanging in there, Capri. Okay, I saw a comment. I'm going to close my computer. If I need it, we're just going to be in trouble. I am hanging. Now I'm not moving very well. So if I, if I groan or moan or shriek, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Hey, Carol. I am determined that tomorrow I have got to get back to some kind of normalcy. I don't have another day to give this injury. So my day will start tomorrow morning at about 6:15, taking my daughter to school, and I'm going to be live at 10, and I'm going to go volunteer at church in the afternoon. So I am determined that this is it, but we will see. My body may dictate differently. So thank you guys for all your thoughts and prayers, for all your patience with the sale orders. We are working on them. Hey, Linda, her journal is super groovy, and I am so excited to play in it. It is just awesome. So Christy with Funky Junk Inspiration made this wonderful journal. And I tell you, I've been excited to see everybody's journal because there's really something about holding a creation in your hands that is so different from watching it being made or whatever. And I really wanted to check out her cover. I don't know if you guys remembered watching her make it, but she had all these really fun, funky fabrics, and she glued them into place, if I remember correctly, on top of like a mailing envelope or some kind of base. And then she zigzagged between them. And I was very curious. I know, but this one at least has room. Look, we got more cover to give it. So look, she's actually doing better than some. But isn't it awesome looking? I mean, look at that. That's 3 of 5 signatures in there. Hey, Lori B. And I love her cover technique. As a matter of fact, now that I've seen and felt hers, I want to do it. And isn't that what this whole thing is about? Is that we are inspiring each other with creativity and to try new things. And it's so much fun to get to look and see what other people do that way. Hey, Nicole Pros, how are you, babe? So the inside of her journal is just as fun and groovy as the outside. Everybody has done such a great job. Thank you, Cheryl B. Sticking with her style. I love that she put not only the holes, but the eyelets in for us. Hey, Christy. Hey, Missy. It makes it so much easier for us to get the signatures. And I really think that we would have all done better to take a lesson from her with the soft cover. So I'm thinking in the future we need to make a note. Everybody needs to make a soft cover. Thank you, Jamie. I am struggling, but I'm here. So if you guys are haven't heard or whatever, I fell really hard yesterday. I thought there was a seat underneath me and there was not, and I kind of twisted. Anyway, I injured myself all down this side and then the other leg. So from shoulder to ankle, crisscrossing my body. So I am fine. Nothing is broken. It's just going to take several days to work through this soreness. Hey, Diane. So thank you for your patience. We are behind on the sale orders. We do now have it ready. I think tomorrow we will get all the invoices out. So thank you for your patience. Hey, Christy, I'm talking about your journal, girl. I think you were absolutely inspired with your cover And we should have all made nice, beautiful, soft covers like yours. And I want to make one like this now. So this is Christy's journal, super groovy, 70s hippie vibe is what you get from hers. And as Providence would have it, I was enjoying looking for items, and my bestie here that lives local, Miss Tana, my buddy, was hosting a scrapbook crop, and guess what? It was, thank you, Marie, it was Three's Company / 70s groovy themed. I have 3 grandbabies now. Oh, you're so sweet. I know. We will get them. I know you guys look for your invoices, and I wanted you to know we're hoping tomorrow. I have a kid coming over. My kids next door came and sorted a bunch of stuff tonight, and my son-in-law is coming tomorrow. Hey, Cheryl B, to help get the orders all, organized and audited. Anyway, she was having this great scrapbook crop, and she gave everybody these scrapbook paper sets. And they're just perfect for Christy's journal. So the papers are just so fun and so perfect. And obviously the last couple of days I've been out of pocket, right? And I was so excited to come out today, and I pulled this out. This is what the kit was called. Good Vibes. And the company is called Designs by Reminisce.com. I know it's backwards for you, but you can kind of see it there. And it is such a cool kit. And I'm not an affiliate or anything, but this was really fun. And they're lovely double-sided papers, and you get the stickers and some embellishments. So I was worried that I would not be ready at all with my delay the last couple of days. But when I pulled this out, I remembered that I got so excited about this paper that I actually worked on Christy's signature. Hi, Joan. Hey, Pam. While I was at that crop. Talk about God taking care of us, right? It was great. I have a brand new one, Missy, one just on the 21st of April, and then a soon-to-be 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. So it's a hopping here. So this is what we're going to use as our base for tonight, and how wonderful and exciting is that it was just perfectly set up. Hey, sweet Ann, how are you? So I'm going to trade places here because I've got the pieces I've been working on are sitting over here. And I've got this, and I'm going to trade spots with this stack. There we go. And I can reach everything. Isn't it fun, Celeste? It is a fun pad of paper. So I had already kind of designed her signature with these papers, and then today I went in and added some of my stained papers to round it out. So this is our base right here. This is going to be our base. We've got the I love the 70s on the front, and then we have one of my what did I stain with that turns blue and green. Oh goodness, I just lost it. Anyway, some of my home stained papers. Then we've got the cassette tapes and like the tweed. Here's a cabbage. That's what I used. It was cabbage. We have this fun page. Aren't they great? I mean, these are just so fun. Look at this plaid. Did y'all have a couch like this? I think we had a couch very close to that. Thank you, Jeannie. Then we've got the coffee stain. It's your son's birthday. Oh my gosh. My daughter, Jenna, who had the baby on the 21st, it was her birthday as well. All right, you be surprised, girl. I'm so glad. See that. I see you, Becky Simmons. Then we have, this is going to be our center. And instead of trimming the 12 by 12 paper, thank you, Lori, I folded it up so we would have some little pockets on the inside. So this is our base. All right, so this is what we're going with here. I made several pocket tags while I was at that crop. I used the library pockets as bases, some of the fun paint chips, And so we already, already have some cute additions to add here. At that same crop, she had these cute little buttons. And so we have some fun roller skates. Thank you, Missy. It's great. Jennifer, I feel terrible, but you know, it is what it is, right? I'm functional, barely. All right. And then we have this one. So these were so much fun. And now I remember sitting at that crop going, girl, you have got to stop or you're going to have her signature done before the event ever gets here. And that would have been very true. So we have all kinds of fun little elements that we are going to feed in there. You love the 70s. And then I have some, this is really old, little tiny daisy chain lace. I just bought a whole ton of this in that big lace buyout that I did, but this is actually off of a very old lace card. And so I pulled it out. This is a gift to Christy because this is some of my treasured stuff here. All right. And then in another kit, you know, that you get were these fun paper borders. And I thought they might be a great color complement because you got to have lots of colors in the 70s, right? And then I've been debating putting a fabric cover on her signature to keep it tidy. Oh, it would be perfect, Capri. We actually saw a gum wrapper chain at one of our antique malls. Oh, you're so sweet. So I'm debating putting a fabric cover on this because of that. And this is a placemat that I picked up, but I'm absolutely in love with it. I bought the whole set, of course. Why buy one when you can buy, 10? That's my motto here in this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. It fits pretty well. I think you can see. I'm so sorry. Sharon, I'm doing okay. That's what we're going to say. I'm okay. So if we cut this in half, it's pretty close to what we need. So let's see. If we don't use it, we'll have it, right? That's what I'm thinking. And it's going to go in a journal one way or another. But I absolutely fell in love with these placemats. I think I actually found them the same time I found that super fancy stuff that I used on my signature, on my cover, my journal cover. And I was going to use these and go this color route. And then I found that really wild one. You did the paper chains. I never learned how to do them. All right. I was afraid of that these are, it's just hollow inside. So we can do it. I just need to sew it. So we will, I was going to trim all the seams off, but now I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it intact like this until I decide. But what I will have to do if I'm going to use it, and if I want to trim it, I will need to sew around it again. But you know what? It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Let's look here in the cover. Hey, Kendra, how's your day been? Let's see if it's too big this way. I don't want it to hang out too much, although, as you guys know, I'm not opposed to letting it hang out some, right? All right, so let's open this up. My signature is going to go back here. Oh, what do you think? Is it too much? I don't think it's too much. Do you guys? We can see it around, but I don't think it's too awful much. So I think we're going to assume I'm not sewing anything in tonight because, as we get bigger and bigger and bigger, it's just easier to work on the signatures. You did the chains. Missy, do you like it okay? Then I think it'll be all right. Okay. So let's get a few things going and see what we can come up with. Oh, I'm also in my lap. So I searched and searched for just the right textiles to add to this. And I found this super fun, funky dress when I was out. And I think it's going to be so much fun in this project. So let's see if I can get it right. If it would fit me, I would keep it, but it will not. It will not. So here's the bodice with this fun stripy fabric. And then the skirt is all this green. And then it has this giant hem in it. So I think this is going to be kind of our fabric. I also pulled out some trim that has kind of a crocheted look to it. I was going to try to make a little macrame piece today, but to be honest, I didn't have the brain power and I figured I'd never figure it out. Lori, I do too. I would wear this dress in a minute if it fit me. And this is the kind of a natural vibe we're going to go. I know. I don't even know what size it is, but it seems, well, it says it's a medium, but I'm normally a large and I don't think it wouldn't get anywhere near. So there you go. Hang on, I'm going to flip back just a little bit. Your test came back positive. Oh my. Yeah, it is so scary. Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking the hem off of this dress. And then I will have that. Y'all knew I was looking for those. Hey, Tanya, how are you? You knew I was looking for my scissors. And then I pulled her out one of my boho beads that I thought was good with her colors. And I had already put a thimble on it. So she will get this beautiful little thimble along with her fun gold, green, funky boho bead. So I never learned to make. Now I want to make gum wrappers, but you can't get them anymore, right? You can't get the... Well, we just don't chew that kind of gum. I think you can still get it. All right, there goes the dress. Nobody's ever wearing this one again. Hey, Sue, how are ya? Let's see, now we got to get through the seam. Try that, see if we can do. Thimbles, yep. Those are, if you all are curious about the making of the thimbles, I am live at 10 a.m. Central in the morning in Mini Monday here in the Crafty Bunch as well. And that's what I'm planning to make. I've got my, wow, I'm going way crooked here. I've got all my stuff pulled out here. I know, could you imagine? How did they even get all of those things? Thank you, Maureen. My friend Sharon has, can I tell them, Sharon? Well, I'm going to. I hope you don't hate me. She's been diagnosed with melanoma, but it's on her eyeball, which I had never heard of before. So if you guys, I know you guys are wonderful and supportive and loving. So anyway. All right, I can't get to the end of this. Look, I'm just making more and more strings as we go. I guess we know that we're going to need this piece. Yeah, so we're just going to take that off. That will be handy. Thank you, Sherry Brown. All right, let's set the dress over here. And tonight what we may do is a lot of harvesting. It's okay. I'm glad it's okay since I went ahead and did. These are such a wonderful group of ladies. Wonderful support. Okay, now here is, the seams don't match up. Let's see. So let's just see what happens if we just cut into this. Hey, Lisa Seiler, I imagine that you and I, sister, can understand how each other feels tonight. I am, it comes in waves. Sometimes I don't feel so bad, and sometimes I feel really, really bad. Oh, you come see me, Sharon. Oh, look how easy that's coming apart. Thank you, Lori. She is such a sweet lady. She lives a few hours north of me, and so she gets to come see me in person every once in a while. Velma, how are you, my love? Oh my gosh, thank you for saying hi. It's so good to see you. You and Marie Root both said hi tonight. How good. So glad. Okay, so I should quit doing this, but you know I'm enjoying it. It is awful. It is awful. Sometimes it's not too bad, and sometimes it's just really takes your breath away. Dumb. Such a dumb story. And you have to be careful with yourself, and I just wasn't. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to get a nice chunk of each of these to use, and then I'm going to set it aside. Sometimes you just want to tear stuff up. I don't know, do you guys ever get that? Sometimes I just got to tear some stuff up. All right. And this one doesn't have a little cross seam right there, so we'll just see if we can get it to rip. Nope, not where I want it to anyway. That is my story, you all. In her eye, Sue, in her eye. They've removed. Okay, there's that. Where'd my green piece go? There we go. Now I'm going to set this with the other. All right, so let's play for real. What did I hurt beside my pride? Actually, Becky, I hurt so bad when I fell, I didn't even get embarrassed, which tells you how bad it was. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. So let's just get to it. I love this, and I'm so glad we pulled that out. We're going to definitely use this, and I'm wondering about if we want to add. I'm also wondering if I wish it was the other way. No, I want it this way because I'm going to run some lace around this edge down at the bottom. Okay. Well, I've got you guys here and have you captive. Let me remind you that we are rapidly selling out for the retreat tickets in September. As of today, there are only 7 tickets remaining for the retreat in September. When they're gone, they're gone. That's the size of the room. Okay, there won't be any adding on later. So if you've been thinking about the retreat in September, information is on my page. And the time is now. We can't wait for it. Just can't wait. Oh, I know, Sue. I never heard of that before either. Okay, I'm going to run just a little bit of glue. I can't really recommend hiccups or coughs, by the way. And I haven't sneezed yet since I hurt myself, so I don't think I'll enjoy that either. All right. Just as I'm putting this glue in here, I'm thinking, why didn't I pull out a lace that I could put inside there? So now I'm wondering, hang on just a second, I'll get in my goodie stash over here real quick and see if I see something fun that would just slide in there. Look at this poor old thing. I have harvested out of this old shredded hanky a lot. Let's do, we're going to put in a couple of pieces inside between the 2 layers. Let's try that and see if we like it. If my fingers will do that. I think it will. I'm going to make them figure it out. I don't think we broke anything, Becky. I did not go for x-rays or anything. If it's your ribs, as long as you can breathe, they can't do anything for you anyway. And I have, you know, a physical therapist next door keeping an eye on me. And so we're treating with muscle relaxers and lots of ibuprofen and lots of ice at this stage. So anyway, it's one of those things that wouldn't have mattered if I did. It does, Renee. It is so old. Look at that. It doesn't even really tear. You're not careful. It just kind of shreds in your fingers. But I like that. And I think that will kind of give it a nice little touch around that bottom. Then it's really going to stick out. But that's okay. I like that in a journal if it has stuff hanging out. It doesn't bother me at all. All right, good. Now we're going to run a little bit of Fabri-Tac right along the top of that to glue it all together. Sure I am. Here we go. Yay, I can't wait. I'm so glad. I'm so excited for everybody who gets to come to the retreat. And, you know, meeting you guys, like I like to call it, with skin on is just a privilege I don't take lightly at all. Okay, let's put that in there for just a little bit of edge, and then we're going to come right back over the top with this trim, and this is going to be right along the edge there. Kind of just cover the seam a little bit. But I'm not touching it. Nancy! You guys, I can't hardly wait. I'm getting so excited about the whole thing. My family is getting excited. You know how fun that is? My family is talking about the excitement that they feel getting to meet you guys. And for those of you that are also members of my private group, the Pearls, you guys are coming to, you're going to have an invite over to my house, and my kids can't wait to meet you. They cannot. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. I like that. I just like the little bit of the lace and the hem. Now I'm going to set this in here because, by the way, this placemat came from the World Market. It's not old, but it sure is cool. It sure is cool. All right, now let's go here and let's think about a pocket here. I do have over here at my side. Oh dear, I did have until I threw it in the floor. 1 minute. I got really good toes. Hey, Virginia. All my folks are here tonight. I think we're going to just have some fun here. And we're just going to lay this doily down. We're not going to make it a pocket. Oh, I loved meeting him. Such a nice guy, Capri. You did good, sister. You did good. Now, if that swells his head up too much, you don't have to tell him I said that. Oh. All right. So we're just going to decorate the inside of this cover. We're not going to make a pocket or anything. We're just going to put that in there for a little bit of texture. I'm debating. I think I should have covered this seam as well down here. And of course I cut it 1/2 inch too short to get 2, which is funny because I was really only aiming for 1. So I was, you know, a 1/2 inch short of double too long, but that's all right. You won't tell him? That's right. We got to keep them on their toes, Capri. All right. We're just going to come back in over here and cover this other seam up with our lace. Get some on the hanky as well as the placemat. So much fun, you guys. Thank you for hanging out and supporting the Friendship Journals on a Journey. The boho team is always the first Sunday of the month, so we are leading the pack. So we just have tonight and one more creative session. And that just seems, every time you start a big project like this, you're like, wow, that is so long. And then how quick it all passes by. And you're like, I can't believe we're almost done. Okay, that's really sticky. So I'm going to do I'm going to give it a love pat. So I was telling you, and I don't know if I got sidetracked or not, that tomorrow at 10 a.m. and Mini Monday, my plan is to make thimbles. So if you love them, hey, Linda Martin, and you would like to learn to make them, that's what I'm planning to do. Thank you, Zena. It's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. I can't say I recommend it. Okay, let's come in here, and I'm thinking I have these super fun pockets that I already put together. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Joe. You're so sweet. So I'm thinking these plainer dyed pages is where we want to focus our fun and funky pocket things that I had already made. And so let's get a little bit of fabric under them. Oh, look at that dress rip. I didn't expect that. All right, so let's look at making kind of a pile of puddle fabric. You know how that goes. Yeah, Sue, go right ahead. And you can send the PM while I'm live, and I'll read it when I get off. It doesn't interrupt. It doesn't interrupt at all. Okay. All right, so we're just going to... Sorry. I need to get my glue back in the holder, don't I? I'm just going to squiggle. You know, fancy term. We're going to squiggle down some fabric tack, basically where I want that fabric to lay. All right. And we're going to make sure we got it right side up. And then I'm just going to kind of smush it into the glue. I do the same thing every time I lay down a fabric base. Hey, Mona. And we squish it a little bit. And then when it's kind of squished where you like it, you got to slap it. If you're having a bad day, that feels pretty dang good, by the way. It feels pretty good. Okay. And then we get this nice little crumpled under thing because, you know, I can't cut square and I can't glue straight. So this way, Becky, I don't know. That's a good question. If it's a real 70s, it sure tore easy. easier than I expected, but I bought it strictly because of the fabric. I didn't necessarily buy it. You know, it came from the thrift store. Sure, I dug it out of the bins. I didn't check a tag, but it did have, you know, regular tags in it. So, I don't know. Good question, though. Okay, and let's go ahead and put this in here. So I have been using several things throughout the course of this journal project. I've been using a lot of paint chips because they're just such a good source of a color piece. So that's what this is. And so I've been collecting them in the colors for each person's journal. It's been really kind of easy to collect stuff that way. So that's super fun. All right, let's get this stuff open, because we want it to be fun. It is a great dress. It'll give me lots of good fabric. I love that feeling, Celeste. I love the way it feels to smush it. And then honestly, that good smack at the end, I don't know. There's just something about that good whack that I got you. Down you go. Don't you move. Okay. So these borders, look at the colors. They're just really pretty fun with this project, I think. And let's see, I think they're stickers. Oh, they are sticky. They're sticky and thick. They're thicky. Hey, Mary Hills, how are you? How are you, my dear? You doing good? All right, we're just going to pull up a section of this. And I don't want to use those scissors. I got some, I got these old scissors over here, and we're going to use those. You got to give it a good whack, Capri. You do. All right, and we're just going to put this right across the top. I was going to glue it. I don't think we need to. That stuff is sticky. Oh, good, Pat. That's fine. I will check them when I'm done here tonight. Okay? Thank you, girls. Okay, I want to add a little bit more. I'm thinking like a fabric yo-yo or something up here in this corner. I did grab, this is the only ones that I currently have sitting by me, but that green and yellow might be kind of fun. I don't think these other colors are going to suit me. Oh, wait, this one really does. Hang on. Yeah, there ain't no pulling that apart. Look at this one. I'm going to reach as far as I can. See the little yellow heart? Yay, Jenny. Oh, my gosh. You are? Oh, you guys. You got to come meet my friend, Jennifer. Yay. Oh, you know what? I have to put it that way, wouldn't I? Because you got to see that fun yellow heart. That's the whole reason we grabbed this one. It is going to be so much fun. And there's going to be, it's only going to get bigger and better as we get closer. Because as we sold more tickets, we could add more options. So I'm super excited about that. All right, let me hold that just 1 second. Okay, maybe 5 seconds. There we go. All right, and I am pretty happy with this fun little decorated page there. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on first, is getting these dyed pages with some of these fun elemental things that I made earlier for the journal. And you know me, I always decorate on the right side. It's just where I always tend to go. Probably so, Josephine. Probably so. To be honest, if I could focus on one thing, I'd probably do multiple, you know, in-person events a year, but they're, you know. All right, we're going to grab this hanky. Look at this poor thing. And let's use some of this underneath this one and get some smushy going there. And this one is, wow. I think I actually use this one to wipe a little bit of glue. I know. I'm staying. I don't want to drive back and forth, and I'm only about 5 miles from there. So let's see. Let me think a minute. I have 4 of those. Let's make sure I put them where I want them, okay? So I need 2 in the front signature, or 2 in the first half, and 2 in the second half if I want to spread them. So maybe I want to leave this page and come to this one. All right, change of plans. Change of plans. As you know, we can do that. We can always change our mind. I think you guys, if you can make it to the retreat, you will not be at all disappointed. Heidi is so excited. She's already working on her journal kits. I am planning and working on my ideas, and I'm ready to start putting my kits together as well. It's going to be fabulous. It's just going to be fabulous. Think of retreat of classes and that kind of thing, but it's also kind of going to be like a scrapbook crop. We want you to bring your stuff, and we're just going to have time to hang. Just have time to hang out. Okay. Let's see if we can tear. Yeah, we can. A little bit of this. Okay. This fabric is the stripes, right? And let's make a little ruffle for this one. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Scrunch and go. I'm going to see if I can tear this off. Ooh, I did. I'm always so excited when my fabric tears because it doesn't always. Matter of fact, quite often, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Oh, Lisa, we would absolutely love it if you could. We would absolutely. But I get it. I totally get it. But I want you guys to know. Right, I don't want you to miss out if it's at all possible. Okay, so we're going to take this fun strip. Let's look here. I chose this page, so I'm going to change the pocket. We're going to do this one over here. And this one goes different. So it actually sits here like this, and then these come out this way. So I think it'll still work. Okay, we're going to ruffle this print. Oh, sorry about the glue. Your husband's not well. I'm so sorry, Sina. I was hoping, Miss Josephine, you were talking about traveling this way later in the year, that maybe it would all just fall into place for you. Okay, so if we're going to ruffle, we do the same thing. We kind of place the top and the bottom where we want it to start and end, and then we just kind of gather and pinch and gather and pinch. Don't get too excited because you want to get them kind of where you want them. And we look, and then that suits me pretty good. I feel like I'm swatting flies, you guys, but that's what works. That's what works. All right, and then we're going to mount this one because these come out this way. We're going to put it right out to the edge over here. Right, because I put that music tag. I mean, the music could go the other, no, it's going that way. That's the way I planned it. That's the way it's gonna go. Hey, Rita, good to see you. I am gonna put this one down as a pocket. Okay, so I'm gonna glue my 3 sides. And then put that down. Then we'll try to remember to put something in it. I'm the queen of leaving empty pockets. Because I forget that I put it in as a pocket. So I've got some, just more of my paint chips here. And as this dries, I'm just going to stick one in there. That helps me remember when I go back through that I've got some work to finish. Okay. Now, let's, oh, I like that. What do you guys think? They are file folder looking, aren't they? There's some of the library pockets that I had, still have, but had. Okay, let's come in here to the inside. And I definitely want to glue these on the outside. So let's do that. I'm stringing stuff, ouch, everywhere. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue on the outsides and seal those up. Okay. And then I want to pull out some of the elements that were in here. You love the paper. It's so much fun, isn't it, Maureen? When she was having that crop and I saw that paper, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then she so generously had for everybody. Everybody got a set of paper. So it was really, really, really wonderful. Okay, what did I do with those fun elements to the papers? I put them over here where I have to twist around and find them. Right there, maybe. Yeah. So these are the fun, funky elements that came in here. Do they have titles? I don't think so. No, they're just like home tapes, like what we used to record at home. Isn't that fun? All right, so in here, what's gonna fit? We have, I love the 70s, and the color is really great. We have Groovy Baby right there. We have Dig It. What do you guys think? I think we're gonna do I love the 70s for sure in here. This one. Okay, and then let's figure out what we want to put underneath it. So we're thinking. What do we want to put under there? Somebody tell me. Would somebody please tell me? The hours, trying to catch it just right, and then get it before it went away, right? Yeah, this is Christy's journal. Yeah, her funky, fun 1970s style journal. Okay, now I totally regret that I peeled this off before I did that. It was so perfect. Rita, it's a great company. I've never heard of them before, but it's really nice, thick paper, and it's double-sided printed. I'm going to stick it on my cup over here for a minute while we think about this. I like this base, underneath it, but it's a paint chip, right? So I got to cover that. And what am I going to cover it with? How about a little bit more of our fabric strip here? We don't need much, just on the ends there. Oh my gosh, I remember listening to Casey Kasem's Top 40 every week, and you would have your little cassette tape player there, and you were so trying to hit the button where you could get the whole song, right? So you didn't want to miss. Hey Lydia, how's your day been? And so you just sat there with like bated breath, hoping that you could catch your favorite song, right? Yeah. At least that's my story. Oh, all right. We're just going to cover that. We've got the little bear, because it's bear paint on the other side. And I think we're going to let him live there, because I'm not ashamed it's a paint swatch. You like leaving the paint names? Lori, I kind of go back and forth. I did cover some for these, and some of them I even left like the whole backs. Like when I did the tags, some of them I left just like that. There we go. Just a little color base there. And then we're just going to glue. I'm not going to leave this. Am I going to leave it a pocket? Yes, if he kept talking over the music, I'd be so mad at him, because I wanted to record that song, by golly. I had a pretty good collection of records. Thankfully, my family are music lovers. And so music was pretty much something that I could always have if I wanted it, you know, because everybody loved to sing in my family. Ooh, I ooze that glue out everywhere. Yuck! Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, I am absolutely loving to go with these little banner pieces. Do you see these here? I'm not sure. Am I sure? Somebody tell me if I'm sure. I thought they'd be really cute here, but I'm not crazy wild about either pattern. I'm not really good at that. Mix and matches. All right, let's see. Excuse my moaning and groaning. Okay, we're gonna place, no, see, I did it again. I need something under it. I've got some string here. I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna try to macrame, so I have a little bit of macrame kit here, but I didn't have the brain power to read the pattern and figure it out. So let's get just a little bit of this cord. Who's laughing at me with these stickers stuck on all my fingers? You can confess. I'm not ashamed. It's like bugles, bugle chips. All right, and we're gonna use this as like a string on our banner. So, and I'm not being fussy about it. I want it to go every which way, and I'm probably gonna have to add some glue, but let's see. And then let's let it kind of wiggle, and let's place the one here at the other end, like that. And then we'll place the two in the middle. Yeah, having all kinds of second thoughts now. I should have just placed them on the string, maybe? Oh no, I'm having a moment. Here's the fourth one stuck to my drink cup. All right, now let's decide. That's better. It's better with them stuck on there. So let's put a little glue on the backs of the tabs. And let's get them kind of where we want them with our string. And smash, one of Ruben's favorite words. I know, like the bugle chips. Did you guys, bugle fingernails were a treat at our house. We loved our bugles. When you had them, you had to put them on your fingers. Okay, and a good amount of glue there. And there we go. That's better. That's kind of fun. Fabri-Tac gives you just a minute to change your mind. So let's get them where we want them now. And then let's hope we can get them to stick. Nope, not that one. It's sticking to me. That's what it's enjoying sticking to currently. All right, let's try that. We'll get it down what we call good enough, and then I'll come back tomorrow and finish it. And then I was thinking about doing one of those banners, but even I think that may be too much, so I think we're gonna leave it. It is nasty old stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go with that for now and see if more inspiration strikes. But I like the little banner here, and I like this. I love our little touch of fabric there. So let's just keep it moving. Now I want to make sure that we get one of our decorated pockets on this page for sure. Okay, and I think we want to get the roller skates. So the roller skates could go next to the record albums or the cassettes. They may go better with the cassettes. Did you guys roller skate? I used to get to go roller skating every Sunday afternoon. Mama and Daddy would take me to the roller rink and drop me off. I can't believe they did that. Most of the time I went by myself. I didn't have like a regular friend group that went roller skating. And I got to go on Sunday afternoons because, believe it or not, the skate session was 7 hours long. It was from 2 to 9. And so I got to go skating, not usually until 9. My parents didn't want to stay up that late to come get me. But I roller skated every Sunday evening. You did? You went skating? I loved it. Okay, this one is, oh, it's 2 different strips. Okay, well, I want to keep that one, but I want to tear this one off because it's white. I want to get that edge. Like a green olive, I never could, honestly, I never could grow a fingernail in my whole life. All right, I will go back and check. Hey, Sue, you can send it to me at my personal profile. It's Cheryl Meyer is my maiden name, so it's in parentheses and then Parrish. Or you can send it to Mama P's page. Just go to my page and hit that message icon. And you can send a message to Mama P. Either one is fine. I get them both the same. All right. Every Friday night in junior high, you want to know something funny. Miss Merritt, my youngest, turned 14 yesterday. I totally ruined our birthday plans for her. Well, everybody was coming here. That didn't get ruined, but I was going to take her out shopping. And I couldn't after the fall. So anyway, I owe her a trip to the bins. That's what she's picked to do for her birthday celebration. You took roller skate dancing as PE in college. I would have been in heaven because I loved dancing and skating together. Okay, and now we're going to put this pocket down right in here. I loved these metallic paint chips. Do you see those back there? So I lined this pocket with one of those metallic ones. It was really nice. Really, really nice. So I think I tell you this every month, but if you're looking for something fun to add some color to your journals, go to any home improvement store and find their paint chips because they're pretty cool. All right, we're going to put this down, catching the edge of our ruffly thing, and then we're going to go. Oh, Celeste, you got your curlers. My mama used the bristle curlers, not the pink foam ones, but the bristly ones that poked your head. I loved skating. I would not try it for anything now. The girls wanted to learn how, and I took them, but I can't afford broken bones. Okay, and now we've got our skating one that I want to put on here. I love how that works out. This little color went here, and it goes really, really well over here. So what do we want to put under that? I've got some. Let's see if this is what we want. We're just having fun, aren't we? You always feel like you're stealing. I do not. Nope, that one does not go at all. Nope. We answered our question, though. That was the main thing we were after. Does that go? No, it does not. I've got this little piece of lace. Feels like those old hair nets my mother used to wear. Did your mom use those? Wear those hair nets? All right. Let's see if we can rip a hunk of this. That'll work. Whew. Didn't need too much of it. Just thinking we need something underneath these pockets. And I love that we can put this on and we can still see the thing. I loved them too. I was tempted to steal some. She was letting me help set the tables, and that included putting the little skate things out for everybody. And so I was tempted, but I just needed one. I just needed one for Miss Christy. So I did hair tape. I used to tie a sock around my head. Did you guys ever do that? I have this hook in my hair is natural, and I've always had it. And being born in the mid-60s, then I wanted the Farrah Fawcett bangs that came down your forehead and just swooped, but they were flat on your forehead, and mine have never been flat. And I literally used to tie a tube sock on my wet hair at night like a headband before I went to sleep in hopes that I could keep my hair flat. And then it was the flattest thing you ever saw. It wasn't attractive, but I did it. I did. Okay, I'm looking now here at these borders, and I'm wondering if a little piece of border at the bottom here might not be cute. But there's also this that matches our paper. Maybe just a piece of this stripy stuff. Oh, wait. No, I think we need these daisies that I've been holding out. You remember the tube sock, Sherry? I so did that. I wanted those flat bangs so bad. And they look so terrible in the morning, smashed like that, so flat from the socks. You had Marsha Brady hair. That's funny. I was so glad when the 80s came and that big hooked bang came in style. You remember that? You had the big hooked bang, and then I would take my blow dryer and my can of hairspray at the same time, and I would blow the sides of my hair out like this with the hot air, and then blow the hairspray into the hot air so that the sides of my hair stuck out, you know, this big. My sister used the juice cans on her hair. Mine was never long enough for that. Never long enough for that. But I do remember when it turned to the 80s, I was back in Hair City. I still live in the 80s hair. Toe socks. I remember toe socks. I hated them, Linda. I had some, right? You got to have them, but I didn't like all that stuff between my toes. Okay, so now we've got our 4 fun pockets in there, right? You did figure skating. So we have this fun page with a pocket here, decorated. And then we left this one. We're going to do something else there. We have this fun element right here. And then, I stuck my pages together with the fabrics. Then we've got our center pocket here. We are going to fill that up firework bangs. I love that. I love that. Miss Nicole Prose is planning to be here in September. I can't wait to see her again, too. And we've got this. We're doing pretty good, all things considered. And now we have these two back here. Oops. And I just dropped the whole middle out of our journal. Okay. So let's decide now what we want to do next. Because that's feeling pretty nice, not too crazy. You got home perms. I got a few home perms. My mother, thank God she didn't touch my hair, because Mama was a nurse. She didn't have no gift in the hair department. She tried to cut my bangs once, so one of my school pictures, you know, I got the bangs way up here. My mama always had dippity-doo. She used it when she put those spiky rollers in her hair all the time. And I would get a home perm now if I knew somebody who could do it for me. Okay. I want to look and decide a few things here. I definitely want this boho bead as part of her signature. Okay. I really want this one. I love the colors. It's a little bit different, but very much coordinates with what's going on. So let's get our fabric cover back here. Do a little thinking together here. We're going to put this on like this. Now I can switch out our boho bead. I only have one more up here. And I don't think its colors were at all right. This is what hangs. Oh, you guys. 1 minute while I stretch in a way this hangs on my cart right here. And this is what I pull from when you see me reach up there. The only other boho bead I have up there is purple in nature. And I have others in my tub still. I haven't used them all. Maybe I'll change my mind on that. And I had been trying to include a tag that had some of my cover fabric in it. That's on this bundle. Does everybody have these huge bundles of rings hanging? A good metal cabinet and some good rings are a lifesaver in this project, or any project in my opinion. So let's play just a little bit with one of these. Let's see if I can get that off of there. The 70s, they were fun. I mean, that's when we were all learning how to live, right? Or I was born in 64. All right, so here is a piece of my cover. And I know it looks a little wild and crazy on this cover, but this is where I can pin it safely and not tear anything up. So do we dare risk it? I'm not sure we do. I'm not feeling so. Thank you. I love having them here where I see them, Cena, because if I don't see them, then they totally get forgotten. You know what I mean? They get, well, that's exactly what they get. I forget I have them and I don't use them. So I have little collections of ephemera bits all over my desk. And as long as I can keep an eye on them, I'm fairly good to use them. Fairly good. Okay. So this is my debate. My cover does not match anything else I've planned today. You graduated in 70, Jan. I graduated in 81. I was supposed to graduate in 82. Fun note, I went to a private high school in the basement of a church, and they couldn't wait to get rid of me. So they let me graduate a year early. I finished my credits, and they were like, skedaddle. So I should have graduated in 82, but I graduated in 81. You never thought that about me, would you? All right, let's figure something right here. So let's look at this, and let's look at a piece of this paper that coordinates here. Let's see, we've got the brown tweed. What would we want to go across it with? Maybe we just want to take a piece of this turquoise. No, we do not. Even I can't go that color combo. You graduated in 76, Pat. It's been fun, you guys. Thank you for keeping me company tonight, helping me keep moving. Okay. On the back of this is these records. I think they would go pretty well on this green page. So let's make something with it. You graduated in 75. All right. Oops. I think I've reached the capacity of what that metal hook can hold because it just slid down my cabinet. In its defense, I doubled it up when I moved it. Okay. My tear ruler is not on this table, so we got to get the good old paper cutter out and whack up this paper. Cut out a record. Oh, Capri, what a good idea. All right, let's cut this half record out here. Love that. You win. Gold star for Capri tonight for the idea of the journal day. I'm sure y'all had it. Class of 74. And we're all so young, Judy says. Thank you, Judy, for saying that. We need to hear it. We need to hear it. I don't know about any of you guys. I don't feel young today. I don't feel young. You graduated in 78, Sherry. Okay. Good idea, Capri. Okay. Come here, journal. I know. I actually have some, Lori, that I have collected, but they are really old. Like, they're not 60s and 70s. I pulled some out of the really, really old record sets that they never can sell at the thrift store. So I robbed out the old paper. Jeannie, you're class of 75. I was class of 81. Like I said, I was supposed to graduate in 82, but they could not wait to get me out of there. I know, Capri, I'm sure mine were all scratched up and ruined, but like I said, my family loved to sing. It was one of the things we could do without any arguing. And so when my siblings would come over, my mom's kids, we would sit around the record player. We had a whole stack of records, and that's what we did. We sang. My mom actually sang beautiful baritone, a low tenor to baritone. She had an amazing voice. My sister was a true soprano. I run second soprano. I don't quite have the highest range. And then my brothers were tenors and bass, and we had more fun singing. We're sorry to hear that, Nicole. I had my first kid in 1990. So, all right, I'm going to put this along the edge, and I'm going to glue it just a little bit here to make a little ledge. Love that idea, Capri. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love it. And just a little ledge down here so we can set something in there. Jamie, they thought I was a terrible troublemaker. I did not come from a very conservative Christian home. It was a Christian home, but not conservative. And my mother was prone to try new religions out. And my high school was in a very, very fundamental Baptist church. And they thought I was craziness. They couldn't wait to get me out of there. They thought that their kids were better off protected from knowledge of the world. And I had plenty of that. I had plenty of that. You got the box, Carol. Oh. All right, we're going to put a little bit of our sweet daisy right along the edge of that. Just to cover up our little edge. I wish, I can't even remember the songs now that we sang. I wish I could. As Mama got older, she fell in love with gospel music that was a little more contemporary, like the Imperials. Do you guys remember them? And so then I remember those songs. But I know that before that, we had just fun songs. Oh, you guys, I'm done. It's 10:01. All right. Thank you for your company tonight and joining us all for our Journals on a Journey. I'm so, so thankful for you guys. You don't even know. You don't even know. You just absolutely keep me going. You make my world a happier place, and I am eternally thankful for each one of you. Thank you for my team members and all the 24 creatives in this journal project who pour their heart and time into it. And I will see you again tomorrow morning. Jeremiah, yes, and bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 in Mini Monday, and we're going to be out here making some little stuff. All right, see you guys later. Bye.